Welcome to your favourite day of the week, everyone, where it's our favourite time of year again. We're leading up until Christmas every single day. We're going through strange, funny, and just downright bizarre story which has happened in history. Yesterday we got transported through space and time, and today we're going to get excommunicated a few times. So let's see what's behind door number 14. The excommunicated Frederick II. So this absolute mad lad here is Holy Roman Emperor Frederick II, who was an absolute menace to medieval society, being called the Antichrist as he was excommunicated by the Pope 4 times. Our boy Frederick's problems began around the time of his coronation in 1212, when he agreed to take the cross to go on crusade. However, he repeatedly delayed due to domestic problems, and when the 5th crusade set off in 1217 and ended in absolute disaster, he of course took some of the blame. In 1227, Frederick finally set off towards the Holy Land, as a few years prior he married the teenager Isabella II, the heiress of Jerusalem, and now he could add King of Jerusalem to his many titles. But he soon became sick on the voyage from Italy and had to return to the mainland. The newly elected Pope Gregory IX, who also waged war on cats during this time, so he was a bit of a nutcase, saw straight through Frederick's lies, believing him to be a big fat faker, saying he had disgraced himself, as well as the crusade, by turning back, and he was like, "You're done, mate, excommunicated, you're going straight to hell." Frederick did actually arrive in the Holy Land the following year, however as he was excommunicated he had no right taking part in a Christian crusade, and the Pope saw this as direct provocation, saying whatever's below how, you're going to that mate, and excommunicated him for a second time. The Emperor's bad boy status saw many in the Holy Land absolutely resent him, with the holy orders of the Hospitallers and Templars not wanting to be within 1 mile of him. He further angered them by being in regular communication with the Ayyubid Sultan, who themselves are suffering a family dispute and didn't really want to deal with the Crusaders either. However, whatever hatred they had for Frederick, who they claimed even dressed like a Saracen, he secured an agreement with the Sultan for the return of Jerusalem, although it had had its walls torn down the years prior, so it wasn't a defensible city anymore, as well as a few other important areas, and a 10-year truce while the Ayyubids dealt with their problems. Of course, this pissed off many on both sides, as the Ayyubids called losing Jerusalem an absolute disgrace, and the Crusaders saying Frederick was a two-timing snake, as some of the land agreed had not been handed back to Christian rule. Frederick was crowned King of Jerusalem and had had arguably the most successful crusade since the first, retaking the holy city without bloodshed. However, he was a hated man and soon fucked off back to Europe, leaving the Crusader states on the brink of civil war. Frederick's excommunication was lifted in 1230 with help from the Grand Master of the religious order, the Teutonic Knights, Hermann von Salza. The Teutonic Knights were fighting a holy war in Prussia against pagans, with the Emperor heavily involved, and the Grand Master spending the next few years mediating between the two bickering lovers of Frederick and the Pope. However, when von Salza died in 1239, Frederick was once again condemned straight to hell and excommunicated for military action against the Lombards in northern Italy, and the mad lad Frederick actually turned his armies towards the Pope, marching on Rome. However, Gregory passed away in 1241 and Frederick withdrew, waiting for a new Pope. But the new Pope, Innocent IV, elected in 1243, soon hated him just as much due to disputes in Italy, calling him the Antichrist, a friend of the Saracens, and wanted him to be deposed as emperor and excommunicating Frederick for the 4th time in his life. Frederick passed away in 1250 and his disputes with the Pope carried on to his son Conrad, whom he had had with Isabella in 1228, where she passed away from childbirth, and Conrad was excommunicated in 1254, passing away the same year. A real family from hell. So I've been Jamie's Day, your favourite day of the week, and this was the man who just wasn't in the Pope's good books. Thank you so much for watching, everyone, and I'll see you all tomorrow, where we'll be going through the bravest soldier of World War I, a baboon. I'll see you all then, peace.